Sports. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Locke working out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Throwing again. Block. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
The kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Jared.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
53.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Locke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the turnover, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The ball carrier.
Latavius Murray. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. And that'll make it 13-7.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 27, Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
The tackle made.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready, set. 56 is the mic.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard pickup.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards.
Formation for the Broncos.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this returnable for Harris. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz good on the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Locke. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Locke looks to throw it again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Broncos 20, Saints 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. It's brought in by Harris. Avoids him at the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready? You ready? Number 53.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. The Sanders has got it complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Complete to Emmanuel.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now, Breeze again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Breeze to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Broncos.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give. This is Murray. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Breeze. The 20.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Breeze now on first down. He's got Smith here. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. His throw incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 11. Block working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 37.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Broncos 40, Saints 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they needed to break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
At the Broncos' 44-yard line.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd
down and goal. Breeze. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And pass will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
The score.
Lutz with the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Block now on 1st down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Broncos 54, Saints 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
To Michael Thomas.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
And 6.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Saints.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Again, it's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First down, Saints.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check 31. Check 11. 53. Mike.
On first down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 4 yards remain for second down.
And 4 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Locke going to throw it here to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to